Mayweather fight. What do you think about and Conor? What are your thoughts on the fight that's coming out with Mayweather and Conor? How do you see that?
I can say Floyd Mayweather will win because the fight is in boxing, but not an MMA fight. So that's an advantage with Floyd, and I don't think McGregor is comfortable in boxing, pure boxing.
I know you are a massive UFC fan.
Yes.
And we've just recently got word of the Conor McGregor Mayweather fight.
Yes.
And
you were the first person to ask me about this today.
So, I'm wondering, with your Irish fan base and everything and your love of UFC, which way do you see, or who would you like to see in that fight?
Well, obviously Mayweather has the advantage, and he's very careful in choosing to fight him in the ring and not the octagon. But Conor, I think, is a different kind of fighter. If you look at whether it be Canelo, Canelo never really went after Mayweather, and I don't think he has the power to knock out McGregor. So I think Conor's going to be willing to go in there and take a couple shots to get one, and it'd be interesting to see if he could catch Floyd, if Floyd could handle that power and that punch. So. I've always been one to see, that kind of greatness tested, and I know Conor's going to bring it, and he's not going to be scared to get hit. So I think the boxing world, everybody says that's not even going to be a comparison. It'll be a boring, dull fight. I'll be the first one to buy it. I'll be the first one there, and I hope to see
ringside.
I hope to see something interesting happen. Let's just put it that way.
I'm out of my mind. I'm off the top of my head. I'm spilling. I'm overflowing. I'm spewing. I'm unleashing. It happened. It's on. I don't believe it. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is really going to risk 49-0? I got to look it up. Hold on. I got to look this up again. Is this really happening? This isn't... Wait, is this April Fool's? No. I'm looking at the headline. It's on. Mayweather McGregor. Fight finalized. Wow. I can't believe it. Floyd Mayweather Jr., Floyd may or may not weather, is actually going to risk 49-0 versus the baddest man on the planet. A bad you-know-what. I wish I could say the word, because the word carries a lot more weight than you-know-what. But if you've watched Conor McGregor, what he is, he's the classic you gotta kill him to whip him guy. He's crazy, man. Like, crazy good, crazy tough, crazy hard to whip. Man, I didn't see it coming.
This guy's gonna fight. They're saying that he can fight Floyd. He's getting ready for Floyd or whatever. And I think the division has moved on. This whole Floyd Mayweather talk and him making 50 mil or 75 mil, whatever the talk is, like, would you guys come back to MMA after a fight like that? Like, this guy, Conor should be proud. Everybody tells us, oh, he's a champ, blah, blah, blah. Like, he should be proud, Conor was a champ, he should hold his belt, up high and proud, and at the end of the day, he's the 2015 champ, This is 2 years later already, and he never ever once talked about defending the 45 belt ever. Not ever. He not ever once talked about it. He talked about defending the 55 belt more than the 45 belt, It's time to move on from this chapter in life already, guys, At the end of the day, we're not going to tell LeBron, hey, LeBron, you can't show your 3 rings. That was 3 years, No, be proud. You won it that time. But then you got to play again to keep holding this title championship, and he's not doing it, And fair play to him, He's not that type of guy, He's just not that type of guy. He's always looking over the fence and looking for better stuff. And, we're grateful for the fans he bring in and whatever. But at the end of the day, his fans love him for that. Always looking for the next big thing,
I'm very happy that McGregor and Mayweather is signed. Indirectly, Mayweather is helping us tremendously because we, as mixed martial artists, need the Ollie Act to be amended to protect us from promoters, just like it does boxers. And that's why Mayweather is able to negotiate the terms that he negotiates on the combative front and the technical front. The best boxers in the world have not touched Mayweather in 10 years. It's crazy to think that McGregor is going to go out and hit this guy and knock him out. I don't think either one of them are going to get knocked out, but I think Mayweather will probably win that fight. I'm hoping, and this is just my hope, that McGregor loses his mind, forgets where he's at, and kicks Mayweather in the head in the second round. That would be so awesome. I will die laughing.
The first televised bank robbery, and he's not going to get in trouble for it. I think it's all positivity in it. It's something new, you know, something new for the sport. It's something good for the sport. Hopefully we can get all the UFC supporters over to boxing, and then boxing to be back where it used to be. It's a great fight for the sport. It's definitely going to be entertaining. McGregor's, he talk like me. You know, Floyd, he's definitely going to hype the fight up, and I don't think neither one of them guys are going to come in and lose. So McGregor's definitely going to come to fight. He's getting paid his biggest payday. Floyd getting a buku shitload of money for it, and you know, I'm just happy for both guys, man. You know, I'm just happy I'm just in the era to see it. This is my honest opinion. I know I play and I talk shit, but my honest opinion is McGregor, you know, he won most of his fights on his feet, and when he knocked somebody out, he can fight. Mayweather is Mayweather, you know. But when you step inside that ring, I don't care who you are, you only one punch away from a knockout. So McGregor always got a puncher's chance to win, you know. And will he land that shot? Slim to none. I don't think so, but there's still a chance. There's a chance.
What do you feel about the Floyd? You're the last man to fight him. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
What you mean about
how does he? Do you think it's been a while since he's fought? Maybe 2 years. Will that affect him?
No, I don't want to affect him. I mean, he's, you know, he fought, you know, I mean, Marquez. You know, I believe he came off a 2-year layoff. I mean, the guy's sharp. You know, he stays in the gym, and it won't be no different with McGregor, man. I believe he's gonna be sharp going in that one too.
Did you think that would have been his last fight with you, or
nah? Man, I've been on Floyd since I've been 16 years old, and if there's a record to break, you know, he's gonna make sure to break it. So, I think this upcoming fight, if he wins, I mean, you know, if he wins, I believe he beats Seattle's record, right? So, yeah. You know, I mean, I think, you know, he definitely wants to finish off, you know, 15-0 and break Marciano's record and make a lot of money in the process.
Huge news from America last week was 26th of August. We're going to see this much spoken about fight between
what a fight that is,
Floyd Mayweather and McGregor. First question, is it good for boxing?
Yes, it is, because the reason why I think it's good for boxing is because MMA is on such a high that people think it's going to surpass boxing. I always say it's not going to. I mean, even though I have my own MMA company, Super Fight League, I also, if Mayweather goes into this fight and beats McGregor, he's only going to build up boxing. People say, oh wow, boxing's a sport. Really, boxing fighters boxers are better than MMA fighters. That's basically it. Now, this is a fight not only between Conor McGregor and Mayweather, it's a fight between MMA and boxing. So I think this fight will definitely show that which sport is stronger and better, and whoever wins is going to take themselves and the sport to a different level.
Much criticised from a competitive standpoint when you look at their records next to each other that Conor McGregor hasn't even got a stat on his boxing record.
No, he hasn't, but obviously he's a big name, and obviously he can punch. But people want to see that fight, and this is more about MMA and UFC versus boxing, really. I think it's more that than it is Mayweather and McGregor, because with all the UFC fans are going to support McGregor. McGregor's got a big fan base, very big fan base. Mayweather's got a big fan base in the boxing business. So I'm combining them both fan bases together, it's going to be massive. I mean, you can just imagine how much money that's going to stack up, man. I mean, the pay-per-view numbers on that's going to be huge, and at the moment, pay-per-view buys for MMA, UFC they're massive. They're beating boxing. So I think this is a time where boxing needs to come back up. And so Mayweather, by ending his career with this fight, I think might be a good thing, because he's only helping boxing be promoted again.
Some people are not even giving McGregor a puncher's chance. Do you give him any chance in this fight? No.
I like McGregor, but I don't give him a chance, honestly. Looking at it as a fighter, I don't give him a chance at all in this fight because Mayweather's a boxer who's been fighting all his life. He knows how to use his hands, he has great movement, doesn't really get hit much in a fight. And he's been hit by bigger guys like Canelo and harder guys, but you think McGregor's going to even get close to him or catch him, and he's never boxed before, like as a professional, so he has no chance.
Mr. Roach was saying that he thinks that it's really a bit of a mismatch. Do you agree? Do you think it's a bit of a mismatch?
I think so, but I'm hoping that it's not gonna be a boring fight. I mean, both fighters are moving around, so we'll see.